This video during the dial. This is Bobby Grant, coming at you with my nightly video diary blog entry where I like to, for posterity and legality and other eventualities, I like to reflect upon the day and have a few things to say about things in this showbiz, crazy sort of business that sometimes don't go my way. I just got a call from my attorney, and it seems that I'm going to be the one of the defendants in a lawsuit regarding this deal I made approximately 3 to 4 months ago regarding this. You might be familiar with this graduation party. It was the tragedy where these young men and women had attended this elite Manhattan online school with a single building as a dormitory to have a social atmosphere, but conducted all their classes in a very innovative, or some would say ridiculous, manner of taking it online when they could have gotten in a room and talked about Plato or 2 + 2 = 4 or whatever the hell they wanted to talk about. But that's neither here nor there. The point is that they spent their $100,000 in 4 years there, and they actually hardly met each other until the actual graduation day where they had a party, and they spent 9 to 10 hours that night in a rented mansion hosted by someone that we have not identified at this point for reasons unknown, suspected at the time to be nothing more than the typical reason for having a party such as a graduation party. You're celebrating graduation. It's self-explanatory. It's like a birthday party or Christmas, goddammit. Shouldn't blast me like that. My mama told me not to blast me like that. Pardon me. Anyway, here's a little scheme I got for my little daughter right here, and anyone that might see this. And again, I do film this for my own protection and to enhance my recollection in case I am subpoenaed for deposition or testimony in one of these cases, which of course has happened many times before in this business. I just want to state for the record unequivocally that the first time I ever heard of this project, I do mostly fiction. Romantic comedies is my little niche. I grew up with Matthew McConaughey, and I placed him in a number of vehicles. I transferred him recently to the Lincoln Lawyer, which I believe is an incredible career move upward for him, because he's got a dynamic range that is underestimated, in my opinion. He's a pretty boy, people think, in a lot of ways in terms of an actor, but he has incredible chops, and he's got range that boy can go farther than a camel in a Saudi Arabian desert without water. I'm telling you, the boy can act. Anyway, that's neither here nor there either. The point is this: I rarely even do reality TV. I've only done one reality TV show in my life, which I'm proud to say, well, not at the time I was selling it, but it was a little show about some kids, the age of the graduation party subjects. They happen to be of the Italian descent, and it was a little show out of her called Jersey Shore. That's right. Yep. I can't say I invented a situation or a snooky, but I was the causation for the hysterical realization that this was the most popular show in the history of MTV, I believe. I don't really read the trades. I just make sure that 10% checks come in. And they came in. Mighty big ones. The point is, almost everybody in town said no to me about the Jersey Shore. Who's going to want to watch a bunch of Guidos eating pizza and getting a spray tan? And I said to myself, hey, everybody's interested in their own way. Everyone's got a story to tell. You never know who might be interested in whatever. And hell, you can watch people cook. If you can watch people play chess. If you can watch people play poker, for God's sake. You can watch people fight over, drunken boyfriend fights. I mean, it sounds like good television to me, and damn right I was right. And I'm proud to say, that's why I still survive in this business. Very tough business. And I might not have an education, I might not have much intelligence, but I do have a sense of what the average man wants. Because, you know that guy, Joe the plumber? He is the second cousin of Larry the cable guy, who is my third cousin twice removed. So you see what I'm saying? We're like family down south. And not many of these boys, like myself and, southern boys, ever make it to Hollywood. It's just not something we do. In fact, I go back home to Louisiana Bayou, to my parish where I grew up. You won't believe the shit I get as a successful Hollywood agent. I still get shit. I get teased like a northeastern kid coming back to his alumni reunion who is working at a gas station. Really. That's like that. It's backwards. It's absolutely backwards. They make fun of a man at a gas station up north, the Yankees would, saying, go get a job as an investment banker. Well, I go back to Louisiana and I said, hey, I'm a fancy Hollywood hobnobbing, party going, model loving agent, and I get no respect for that. They said, boy, why don't you do some respectable work with your hands? Why don't you do something with your life? Make something. What the hell are you making? You ain't even making the movies. You're just making the deal. You're just a middleman. You're just a salesman. You're just a... They've called me worse, but that's a polite way of describing what I do in their minds. Anyway, I'm making this little tape here just to say that there's been a development. We're about to have a premiere. We've already launched out in Europe, but because of a pending investigation regarding the whereabouts of some of these individuals, because while the initial reports was that they did die in a fire, and that was it was deemed conclusive by the coroner at the time because of the bodies were found and all the other circumstantial evidence that pointed to it. Austin was suspected at first and then ruled out, and then now it's been brought back into being suspected, I suppose. Persons of interest are being discovered. Subpoenas are being sent. Letters, compelling production of evidence, and notes and emails and phone call logs. All this bullshit. Can't stand it. Can't stand it whatsoever. And certainly can't stand it when I'm innocent. I had nothing to do with it. So what's this all about? What's the problem? It turns out one of these girls, one that died in the fire, she had a how's it dad? That's actually one of the senators from South Carolina. Yeah, one of the Republican senators from South Carolina. And comment for all terms. Anywho, he got those FBI boys involved. He ain't going to sit still and say, hey, my dog just died in a fire. He wants to know how he died, who died, who set that fire. Was it accidental? Was it a suicide pact? What the hell was it? What the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know if I was a father, if I had a child. I don't want to know. It's fair enough. Well, those boys got digging. And they found out that there was this one boy that was at the party who got jilted. Yeah. He had sent over, got on bended knee, and gave this woman a ring. One of his girlfriend. He'd been dating her, who knows how long. He'd been dating this girl for, I guess, all college sweetheart, who knows, college sweetheart kind of thing. Gets down on one knee in front of the whole damn party, and guess what he does? He pops a question. But that night was so crazy. That party was so nuts. Everybody was kissing everybody. Boys kissing, girls kissing, boys kissing, donkeys kissing, dogs kissing, cats. It was a freak show. I'm telling you, I've been to Hollywood parties and orgies and all that kind of crazy shit. Man, that looked like a kindergarten cupcake parade compared to the shit that these people have been describing to me and the outtakes that have not been aired and are never going to be aired. And maybe we'll sell them on DVD, pay-per-view, down the line for ancillary income. But, it's between you and me. Anyway, this really nice, beautiful young woman, maybe she was in love before the party, but by the midpoint of that party, once she had gotten that little, like that vodka and that Jack Daniel's whiskey, that Southern Comfort, that gin, that whiskey, that you know what I'm saying, that bourbon, Kentucky bourbon, oak barrel aged, flavored, and those oak barrel sideways. It's the wood, that makes the bourbon special. And it's always only in Kentucky can you get that bourbon. Anyhow, They were serving bourbon at that party, and then by the end, the girl gave the ring back. And the man was devastated. Man, he was a broken man. You can understand that. He was a broken man. And this is a good man. This is a good man. He's a good, solid man. It didn't fit into that crowd. Because, that was a crowd that thought it was too cool for school, no pun. It just they thought they were the shit. That their shit don't stink, and they knew it all. This bar, he had a brain. He knew he didn't. He knew he didn't know it all. He knew he was dumb, just like I was dumb, just like I'm still dumb. We're all dumb until we get old, and then we die. The point is, he went home early. Nobody noticed. So they got a witness, and they're interviewing him right now. So I'm about to talk to the FBI agent and watch the deposition tapes because he was interviewed on the record. I want to get some more information because at the end of the day, there might be more to this story than we thought. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure, but there's no such thing as bad publicity. And if it gets people talking about it, then my 10% becomes a little bit bigger with a little bit extra zero on the end sometimes. So, between you and me. All right, I gotta go watch my rodeos coming on. Nah.